Hey everybody, I'm CJ, and I don't know if it's coming across in the audio very well or not, but I'm kind of sick right now. Or at least I sound sick. I actually feel basically okay, but I sound kind of sick. I think I sound sick, so I don't know. We'll see. If you think I sound sick, uh, comment down below because I'm actually kind of curious to know because some people say that I do sound sick, other people say that I don't. So let me know what you think. Anyway, so yesterday, please look at the screen. Yesterday, this image was released to the world. This is the first real image of anything that we've seen from the new Amazon Lord of the Rings show. And I realized that calling this Lord of the Rings is probably inaccurate because this takes place in the Second Age. It doesn't seem like goings on with Sauron has too much to do with anything, but we have to call it something. So, Lord of the Rings. Anyway, now I'm not really sure what the thinking was behind releasing this image at this time, since a lot of stuff to do with Masters of the Universe Revelation and Kevin Smith, a lot of that type of stuff has really eaten up a lot of the media oxygen lately. And so you kind of have to wonder, like, what was the thinking going on with releasing this image at this time? And I don't really have much of an answer for you on that. But what I have noticed is it doesn't seem like very many people have reacted at all to this image. I mean, there's been a little bit, but it just doesn't seem like there's been too much of a reaction. Now, they say that the opposite of love is not hate. The opposite of love is apathy. It's indifference. It's being completely unconcerned. And that really does seem to be the greeting that this image has been met with. There just hasn't really been a whole lot of anticipation or excitement or discussion or too much of anything, as far as I can tell, among the geek community as to this picture and what it could mean and all that. And it's, I mean, and at a glance, I mean, like, what are we even looking at? I mean, maybe this is Gondolin, or maybe it's, Numenor. I don't know. I mean, it could be a lot of things, but it just seems like fans are kind of stealing themselves for this Lord of the Rings show. And think about what that says for just a minute. Think about where we are, or where at least we must be, for fans to be preemptively apathetic. I mean, there's that infamous stages of a Geekergate thing that Disney Star Wars has done, posted years and years ago. And generally speaking, there's a chronology to this, to a Geekergate, which usually about 3/4 of the way through, that's when fan apathy kicks in. And it seems like we're getting to fan apathy way the fuck early, because the sheer indifference that I've seen from people who have looked at this image. I don't know. I mean, if I'm somebody from Amazon, I'm kind of thinking, you know what, this may not bode well for this show that we've spent so much time on and so much money on. This may be a harbinger of things to come, and those things to come may not be very pleasant. And anyway, I mean, I'm not predicting anything. I mean, who knows? Maybe in the next couple of months, or maybe in the next year or something like that, there's going to be something that happens that causes people to just sort of sit up and take notice, whether it's good or bad. Something that really gets a reaction out of people. But I mean, I don't know. It's just the way that it's looking right now. It just doesn't seem like anybody cares. And to a limited degree, that is kind of where Star Wars is right now. That is, I predict, I'll go on the record for this. I do think that's where people are going to ultimately be with Clerks 3 and everything, with the Askew-universe and everything. I do think that, that's definitely where things are going, and this is, like I say, it's true of so many other IPs and so many other franchises and TV shows and whatnot. But the thing is, every single one of those I don't even know what else to call them except abandoned franchises. There's a cause for this. I mean, after The Last Jedi, the writing was kind of on the wall for a lot of fans. Or just with the trailers for Ghostbusters 2016, the writing was on the wall. Or certainly by the time people finished watching the 5th episode of Masters of the Universe Revelation, the writing was on the wall. And yet here, there's really been nothing to react to aside from this image. And number one, it doesn't seem like anybody's reacting to it really at all, for good or bad. And number two, the writing seems to be on the fucking wall. So it's weird. And I mean, everyone can kind of predict that, or everyone has been predicting that the show is going to be fairly woke and everything, but it's just we haven't seen any real evidence of that. And yet fans are, this is like the preemptive shrug. It's like fans are already shrugging in apathy at, honestly, at something that hasn't even shown itself yet. And if that, assuming I'm right, if that's really where we are as fans, I mean, fuck, how sad is that? So anyway, I just want to throw all that out there. That's that. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, make sure you're still subscribed, comment, like, and share this video because it really helps me out. Also, you can find me on Twitter at Cole Loves Comics.